This one is a wild one. It feels like someone is watching you and they're losing control of the situation. So they're trying to step in and be inconspicuous, but it's coming off like they're questioning you and fighting to get in your position and figure out what it is that you know. They seem like they're being kind in your face, but then arguing in the background. And you can see that. Also, the vibe is you can see what's going on and they're standing in front of you and they don't realize that you can see through the mask. Yeah, they feel like you're easily controlled, easily manipulated because you shine so bright. And the fact that you shine means that you're transparent to everyone. Everyone can see who you are, and they feel like it's because you're dumb. But the reality is the truth is stronger than their lies, and you live in love. You're a manifester, and the vibe is that there's a door that's opening to you because you would not open it to others, and they feel some kind of way about that. They feel like they had to submit to you at the end of the day. They feel like you're a co-conspirator with Christ, which is right. You're a co-creator with Christ, but these are the types that are trying to crucify him, and they're like, "Oh, so you think you're God?" Yeah, yeah, I do. The vibe is that you're in love, and if you're of Christ, then he's defending you at the end of the day. If this is your vibe, definitely stick around because we're getting into it. And keep in mind that all of my messages are general. If you like to book a reading, you can do so by sending your question and payment through PayPal. My prices are in my bio, and I'll get back to you within the same day. Thank you so much for your business. I look forward to working with you. Now let's get into this message. The message is there's a door that opens only for you. You're affirming, I can create anything that is possible with the power of Christ. A famous person is contacting you and wants to invest in you, but there's some energy here of someone who's hearing without applying this information. So let's get into this energy. And I just want to start by saying I know that I'm posting my videos all out of order. They're going to be posting some in January, some are coming in December, and I'm recording now. It's November. But one of these readings, I was trying to find out a word. The word is affirmative action. I don't know what the video is going to be, but if you did leave in the comments, I do appreciate your help, assistance in finding this word, affirmative action. Okay, so let's get into this energy. A door opens only for you. All right. And you're affirming that anything that you create is possible with the power of Christ. Thank you, Lord, for bringing that word to me, Spirit. Thank you for opening my mind because I did feel like I was going senile for a second, and that is a horrible feeling. There was something about the darkness and the light also in that reading that it just felt like the light was getting smaller and smaller, and it was just going to go poof any second. So I did have to pause. But let's get into this energy of a door opening for you. So, Queen of Cups. Something about affirmative action is very potent in this vibe. Someone taking action. And that's the only way I was able to grab a hold of it because I knew it was some kind of an act. I mean, thinking of token, I'm thinking of reparations. Like there has to be a certain quota meet or met so that, things are fair. Okay, so the Queen of Cups is coming out. Ace of Swords is coming out. You're co-creating at this time. Your voice chakra, mouth chakra, throat chakra is very important here. And someone really genuinely trying to stop you from speaking, like literally just trying to suck out and vacuum out the words right out of your brain is the vibe. Okay, a famous person is contacting you and wants to invest in something, possibly your thoughts. This could be very important to some people, the way you think and your thoughts overall. Because I was like, am I going to have to ask ChatGPT? Almost, I don't know if that's the vibe. Like someone working with AI or someone feeding off of your thoughts or possibly even feeding you thoughts. Because that is what this is. This is an open vessel for energies. But the whole while I'm trying to figure out this thought or this word, I kept hearing, just open up, it'll come to you. And I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm going to figure this out on my own because anything will come to you once you open up. So someone's definitely trying to get you to open up for some reason. And it may be through the guise of you forgetting something and they're promising to give you information or someone posing as Christ, some kind of an antichrist figure or this could be related to the mark of the beast. And there's an energy here like someone is very proud of the fact that they haven't accepted the mark of the beast, but everyone around you has, and they're just like tapping their claws, like pissed off that you're still human. So there's this energy like there's someone who is able to remain composed and a door is being open for you. Maybe the one that you were supposed to open for them, but you chose to remain closed off. And so now they have to open for you, and they don't like that. They don't like feeling vulnerable, is the vibe. But it feels like you're the perfect one for the job because you have positive thoughts. The whole point of not wanting to open for someone is because they're cruel and vindictive and you don't feel safe around them. But if they ended up having to open up to you, it's like they submit to the fact that you are the one in power. You are the one in control here. You're the authority figure. And so now I'm feeling like you are going to be contacted possibly by aliens or higher ups, powers that be, who want to basically sink into your mind. I'm seeing someone wearing a crown like that's meant for a schizophrenic. I don't know any other word for it, but someone who is in a psychic war or hears voices or something like that. And now there's energy you didn't apply. Someone told you to open up and you did not. You did not apply. You did not comply. Like open the doors and you refused. Also, I'm hearing open up your mouth. This is giving the energy of a toddler sitting at the table who doesn't want to eat their vegetables. And the parent is doing all sorts of things trying to trick them into opening their mouth. But lo and behold, those vegetables are poisonous and you are more in tune with your body than they are. You're more intuitive than they are. Whoever this person is in power that's trying to contact you. So I'm getting this vibe like this is your seat, but this is also their seat. It feels like they're mirroring you. Like this is your seat and this is them and they're trying to contact you, but there's this sword in between. And they're promising you all types of rewards if you just listen. What else is energy? What is so important about affirmative action? Maybe someone's saying you don't belong here one way or another. Like we got to reach a quota. You need to go. What's going on? I mean, that could be anybody. The Ace of Cups is. So we got this someone's trying to vote you out, but they don't have enough influence. And it's because you're co-creating with Christ. I hate when it cuts off and I don't know where it cut off, so I don't know what you actually heard because there's a lot of rambling in this reading, particularly because of a specific action. And it was a word that I did not remember and I suddenly remember, and now I'm just like, there's something here about opening up to information or revealing information. Someone wants to feed you information. Well, it's the guise of feeding you, but really they want to siphon. They want to know what you know. This is what I used to think about college, is that they were signing us up to feed off of our energy. What do you know that I don't? It's like you're learning from kids. Adults learn from kids. That's the only interest they have in children, is to learn from them. But they make it seem like they're teaching them. The star is coming out. And also it has something to do with what you know and what you say. It's like they don't want you to say everything you know. And someone's fighting for your position. But I also get this vibe like they're celebrating you when you're around, but they fight behind your back. This is your energy. Book a reading with me if you're resonating. It's definitely all over the place is the vibe I'm getting with this cups coming out to confirm that you are the right one in this position. And I feel like you were voted in by the people, by the spirits. And it's almost like a crowd of people who naturally submit to you, but you're not necessarily on the throne. And so the one on the throne wants to know where you get your power from, just like with Christ. Christ was walking on the ground with the people, and he was a king amongst the people. But the Caesars and the Pontius Pilates, they were like, I'm the king. You don't have any rights. Where are you getting your power from? Who crowned you? Who died and made you king is the vibe. And also someone saying you don't have the ability to call someone perfect. Who else was it? Herod the king? Yeah, like you're being crowned by the universe. is your peace of mind. Someone's really up in arms. They told you to do something, you didn't listen. They told you to open up and you didn't listen. But it's because you know better. And they've been trying to tell you this all your life. They've been trying to get you to open up all your life. And you're just like, no, thank you. No, thanks. So you have Two of Wands coming out. You could see this from a mile away. You could see it coming. And also, it's very easy to close yourself off to someone who is antagonistic. You're being blessed in so many ways because at the end of the day, they have to end up opening up to you. And what are you doing about that? You're feeding them. You're nourishing their soul and their spirit. Whereas these people are like, open up so I can give you a fat lip or something. You're creating with Christ and you listen to Christ. Look at this. The 2 and the 3 here. Someone's trying to burn you at the stake. Or there's this energy of someone. There's like a mob here. They're trying to call you a witch because you have the ability to manifest and you can see things coming a mile away. And it's like farthest from the truth is what I'm getting. They just don't see themselves. So on the one hand, they want to accuse you of seeing ghosts, but on the other hand, they are the ghosts. That basically they just don't see themselves because they're too focused on you. You're getting justice for everything you went through. And this famous person who wants to contact you is helping to relieve you of your duties. Also, I'm getting like they could be working for the enemy as well because they gave you some information supposed to make you melt. It was supposed to make you give up your position, leave your post. And it's almost like, I don't work for you. And they're like, well, who do you work for? I'm the only one in power here. And now they're confused. It's given the energy of Gaia. Because you're manifesting over top of their bones. It's like they don't realize they're dead. They've risen from the grave to fight a fight that's long gone. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe like someone is possessed, or you have the ability to raise up demons from the grave. And Christ is raising up with them. This is a vibe like someone thought that Christ was a traitor. I don't know who this energy is for, if I'm even going to post it because it's all over the place. It's like you've been protecting the Lord all this time and they just wanted to crucify him. And so it feels like he rose back up within you and rose up as you because you accepted him and only him. And anyone who accepts him, but it doesn't feel like there's anyone besides this person who accepts Christ as well. And you two both are in youth, but it feels like you're older, even though this little girl is so cute and tiny. It feels like she's the older one of the two. She just looks older and more mature. Is the vibe I'm getting. Like this boy is younger, but he's taller. Okay. And then you have King of Swords. They're constantly knocking on your door trying to get some information out of you. And it feels like they keep changing their mind about who they are. They keep changing their uniforms, and they're changing what they're here to question you about. And also you may be getting contacted by different questionnaires. Be careful about the information that you give to any kind of site. Be careful about your stream of consciousness as well, because they're listening to your thoughts. But don't get too wrapped up in this because this could lead to a psychosis. Just be calm. And basically what I'm getting at, don't answer any questions in your head. That happens to some people. They feel like they're being interviewed, or it's like a practice interview. You already know who you are. You don't have to explain yourself to your own mind. Basically, that's an example of someone trying to interview you in your sleep or steal information out of you, because yeah, they definitely can read your mind. And so your mind is everything. Your ability to manifest is everything, and is your bread and butter. Basically, they're trying to steal your ideas. But let me know if this is resonating, because this was a wild one. The energy is all over the place. There feels like there's some kind of psychosis here going on, or It's like when things go bad, when it feels like the powers that be are losing control, then they start revealing themselves, and it's like the Truman Show collapsing. You start seeing cameras falling out the sky, and it's like, whoa, I don't know what's going on here. Thanks to everyone who stuck around to the end. I love you guys.